Hey YouTube. Well, it's Friday morning, the 12th, I believe, of September, and as you can see, everything is wet and it's sort of drizzling at the moment. It was raining, and we're not going to do any cutting today because rain and sawdust just don't mix very well. But I wanted to show these stops here again because people keep asking me about these. I get a whole bunch of emails about them, and you know, I understand you can't go back looking through all the videos I put up there and find what you want right away. So I just wanted to show you this. The original caps that go on the dogs don't have a way of fastening them. Now you can see there's a bolt in there. So what I do is I make a set of these that still give you the 1-inch clearance when you're down here and against the board to get the 1-inch board out of there. But you don't have to chase this. It doesn't fall. Okay, so you can crank it, you know, you crank it to the full size you would with the one that originally came with the woodmizer. But I make these, they're so let's see here, they're $60 a pair, or no, yeah, $60 a pair for a pair of these. Okay, so you get two of these 2-inch aluminum dog, I guess we could call them an adapter, but they work really nice and you don't have to chase them. Now for $115, I also will include the Acme bolt and the handle to do the tightening. So it depends on you. If you know how to do a tap, then I'll send this and a bolt, and all you have to do is tap the end of your Acme screw to put this on. But otherwise, this is what they are. I call them no chase dog adapters because you don't have to be looking for them. Every time you would open the dog up, they would fall on the ground. And I really haven't had too much of a problem with using the dog, even though, you know, you get an extra, like say ½ an inch or maybe an inch of space if you take them off to be able to use just the bolt to fasten the bolt against the log. Now if you're cutting the maximum like 28-inch width all the time, then you may not want to keep this on there. But the nice thing is the bolt, you know, doesn't really ever get that tight. All you have to do is just take the bolt in and out if you need to, you know, for certain size logs. So anyway, they're $60 a pair, $115 if you want the Acme screw and the handle with it. Okay, that's for a set of them. So $60 for two of these, or $115 for two of these, and two of the handles. All right, so that'll give you an idea of what, you know, I'm actually using here and how it works. And I like them a lot because they just seem to work so good. So then all you have to do to be able to get them is send me an email to Bullseye Mickey, BULLSEYE MICKEY @gmail.com, and tell me what you want, either the small aluminum dog or the whole dog setup. This way here, if you have the whole dog setup, you don't even have to tap yours, but it's up to you. But I'll send that to you that way after I get your check. So you can send me an email, tell me you want it, I'll tell you how much it is for certain, and 60 is pretty certain, and then you can just send that to me. And then the other thing, they have these aluminum rollers here that come with the sawmill, and they're good rollers. There's nothing wrong with them. I mean, you know, you can see where I hit that one and other ones I've hit, but they don't give you enough for the whole bed, like every backstop. So what I do is I make these PVC or plastic rollers, same size as the metal rollers, and then I'll send a bolt to you as well. I'm not sure the price of them. I'd have to get back to you on that. I just don't remember all the prices of the things that we make. But so there would be like 1 set, 2 sets, 3 sets. Or you could actually put one on if you wanted to, but it's nice to have the two of them on there. It helps to roll logs and things. And then the other thing I have are bevel siding cutters. I'll show you. This is the original set that I made, so these are a little bit heavier than what you actually need. There's actually two pieces to this. The bottom piece, you take it, put it on your bunk rail, and slide it over to the stop, and then, you know, make sure it's cleaned out there. And then this pin that's back here goes in between this pin and the back stop here. So when the arm is facing down, you're making a level cut. When the arm is facing up like this, you're making a bevel cut. So a set of these is $160. So all you need to do, if you think about it, is buy the cutters, set them up on your mill. They're easy to set up. There's nothing to fasten. You just set them up and start doing your cutting. And I've had no problem with these either. So anyway, down or up, you know, it's not a big deal to make these, but it sure does make a big difference when you have them. And then you'll be able to cut the bevel siding like what I have laying here. You can see it's heavy on one side and thin on the other. And you can cut it any thickness you want. Alright guys, so that's it with my stuff. Carmine's going to be giving you some ideas of what he has as well. I just wanted to show you this today since it was a rainy day. Have a good one. So anyway then, in the package of, I wanted to add this, I forgot. In the package of bevel siding cutters, though, you can use two cutters to cut pretty much a 12-foot length, because the siding cutters are going to sit closer together. They're not going to be quite 12 feet apart. So usually whatever you're cutting pretty much stays flat. If you have something that, some kind of wood that bends easily or whatever, you may want to get an extra set of them so you can put, you know, one in between to help hold the wood. But I haven't had a problem with cutting yet. The only thing is if something would warp, then, you know, you tend to have a problem. Other than that, I've been fine with just two of them on the single mill that you get, you know, the lt15. That's the $7,500 one. So that's, like I say, that sounds good and seems to work really good. Okay, thanks guys.
Hey guys, so Grandpap did like a little thing about the stuff that he has, and I'm going to show you some of the things that I have here that I've been working on and I'm still working on. I have a lot more ideas I'm doing, but there's still all these same ideas that I've had from the last video, minus some because some were sold, but I'm remaking them. But there's still many more things here. We got the eagle, dolphins, rose, and then under here, what do we have? I'm just going to leave these ones sit here. But then we have the cross with the rose, the bear track, which I can do multiple tracks. I can do bear track, deer track, any sort of track. And then this is two deer, a buck and a doe in the woods together. That one's a little neat, just like a little scene. But what I'm working on now is, I don't know if you guys follow football or anything. This to keep the dust off, and then they just got to get dusted a little later. But I don't know if you guys are following football. But Pennsylvania, so we got Penn State over here, and then I'm also working, I have a bunch of drawings of different football teams. So I have all my drawings in this book over here. So that they're easy to see. That's my mom's. I'm giving that to her tomorrow. But and that's actually an American flag. I'm going to start making American flags. And this is just the first one that I'm making, but I actually have to remake it because the American flag has a lot of things in it that it needs to have. And I didn't realize, like I looked at it, I thought the stars were only for 6 stripes. This blue only covered 6 stripes, but it actually covers 7, so I have to redo some calculating on this. And I should have stained it first before I glued it. So we're gonna give it a little restart on this, which is alright because we can fix that. But here are some of the designs that I have. As you guys can see, this is Philadelphia Eagles. I did that because my brother likes the Eagles, so It's just one of the first things I'm putting in here. It's one of the first football teams I'm going to do. And then I actually sold the one of this that I have. So these are all like my stencils. And then I put them on tracer paper. And then I make them on there. But, so the Land of the Free, because of the brave. This is actually a wolf. I haven't put this one in wood yet, but hopefully I will soon. We have the rose. Another little flower. Haven't put this in anything yet either. The eagle, which you guys just saw the eagle. This is a half wolf, half rose type thing. I haven't put this in any wood either, but I have to get it there so that I can see what it looks like. I just draw them all in here, and then whichever ones I want to do, I'll put on wood. So just about anything that I draw in here, or anything that is in this book, I can put on wood and make into a carving. There's a butterfly. There's the dolphin one. I got these two birds. I gotta make the lines thicker and finish drawing this and like shade some parts in that have to be carved. But you get the point. Two birds. Heart like made of vines and roses. Here's the deer in the woods. That's that actually. So you guys can see that. Put it next to that. Let's see. So there you go. Here's the cross with the rose. The deer. This is my favorite one. Then we got Penn State, which that's sitting right there. Then we got Notre Dame, the Bengals football team, Steelers football team, Saints football team, and then I want to keep doing the football teams, but there's 32 of them, so I'll get to doing all the drawings up for them eventually. But if any of you guys want like a specific football team, just let me know. You can email me, and then we can talk about that. But I did the U.S. Army, pretty easy one. Oh, looks like I have oh, this is for the eagle. This is where the eagle's drawing goes. So I'll put that in there in a minute. I did the U.S. Army, and then I also did the U.S. Air Force. I didn't get to the Marines or the Navy yet, but I'm gonna get there. It's gonna get worked on. Let me just slide this on in here. There we go. So I'm gonna work on the Marines and the Navy and all the other football teams. Those will get worked on. So if you guys want to, like, a certain football team, say you guys want a football team or anything like that, I'm going to write my email down here for you. I have a Sharpie somewhere in my Dremel box. Alright, so I'm going to write down my email. Give me a second, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so here's my email. So if you guys have any questions or anything about some designs that need to be, that you would like to have done, I can answer you guys about that. I actually had a guy from Oklahoma. He sent me a picture that he wanted. I turned it into a drawing, and then I made it a carving. So let's see. This is the picture he sent me. It's a buffalo skin for the Oklahoma flag, I believe. And then I turned it into a drawing. And give me a second, I'll show you. It's not gonna... Oh. You can't really see it too well because of the flash. But as you guys can see, it did come into a carving. I made it into a carving for him. And I actually already shipped that out for him. So... he contacted me at carminehr9@gmail.com. carminehr9@gmail.com. Yeah, sorry about that. My hands are black. You guys might notice. I just stained one of the plaques over there, so that's why my hands are black. But I'm working on a lot of new things, the flags, football teams. I'll eventually do other teams. If you guys have anything specific, just let me know. Sorry about that, Grandma walked in. But I'm working on American flags, the different types of football teams, and things like that. So I'm trying to get things going on here. So if any of you guys have any specific drawings you would like or things that you would like to see, just comment them down below, email me, let me know, and I can make them happen. But I'm a little disappointed with the flag here. I really thought it was 6, but then it turned out it was 7, so now I gotta figure this out. I could draw the stars myself and try and figure out the size that they have to be, but I have stencils for them, so I put the stencil on there, and the stencil fits the 6 lines perfect, but little did I know it has to be 7 lines. So we're gonna figure that one out. We'll figure that one out when I come back. But so that's the end of today's video. Nothing really new that I have. I was just making specific things or making duplicates of the ones that I've already made so that they can be sold. But here's one more look at the Penn State one. This is just like a little rough draft because as you can see it's a little rough edged here. This needed to be sanded down, but I just wanted to test this out. But alrighty, so thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to comment anything you guys would like to comment. Please let us know if you guys want anything, need anything, and we'll be able to give you guys some prices and help you guys out with that. And don't forget to subscribe as well, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.